Hi, so welcome to 2.5 survey problems. This is the last section of the chapter. And so I want to go ahead and just make sure we understand some terminology here. We know intersection, okay, which is the upside down U, okay, and that is and. And then we have the union, which is the upside down U, which is or. Okay, and that's complement. We want to make sure that we understand that not is the complement. I might have misspoken in just a moment there. Just bear with me. Okay? But in the end, when we're talking about survey problems, well, the word but also means intersection. So make sure that you're paying attention to that word but. It does mean the intersection of some objects here. All right? So we're going to go ahead and look at some examples here really quick. I'm going to do a couple of them. Right? So here, example 1. We're looking at people who are listening to classical music, jazz, both, or neither. And it looks really kind of messed up because when I wrote it, it did something weird. That's a 20 in the middle. So I just want to make sure that you understand this is a 20. Okay? And we want to look at how many respondents listen to classical music. Okay, well, classical music, remember, is this whole set right here. So 55 plus 20 is equal to 75. So 75 people listen to classical music. Okay? Respondents listen to both classical music and jazz. Classical music and jazz is going to be the middle here. So classical music and jazz is going to be 20. How many listen to classical music or jazz? Now remember, both of these people are not listening to the same thing at the same time. So we take our 55 from our classical, add it to our 70 from our jazz, but not the people that did both. Okay? So once we add those together, we get 125. Okay? If they listen to classical music or jazz, okay, then we add the 20 to it. That gives us 145. I hope I didn't misspeak there. It's been a frustrating day. Sorry about that. How many people listen to classical music but not jazz? Okay, so that will be, if we listen to classical music but not jazz, that'll be this section right here. And that'll be equal to 55. Right? How many respondents listen to neither? That'll be your universe. That'll be 30. How many people were surveyed? This is really important on how to figure out. So we got our A plus B here, which is our classical plus jazz, so our 145 plus our universe is equal to 175. So 175 people in this case were surveyed in this particular survey here. Okay, let's look at one with 3 examples. So here we have a survey that was with colleges should reserve a certain number of scholarships exclusively for minorities and women. This is a hypothetical survey. So it was not actually done. Where M is equal to men. Okay. This is supposed to be a B. It kind of got B is equal to African Americans. And A is equal to agree. Okay, so this is example 2. Let's go ahead and look at this. So how many respondents actually agreed with the statement? Well, agree, remember, is this whole idea right here. Okay, so we're going to have, for agree, we're going to add 4 plus 5 plus 7 plus 2. And that's going to give me 18 people agree with this from this survey. Okay. How many respondents disagreed with the survey? Okay. This is the people that were not in agree. So everybody else that was not in A is going to be our disagreement here. So we have 8 from here, plus 2, plus 3, and plus the 9 from the universe. Okay, and that will give us a grand total of 22. So 22 people disagreed with the statement. How many women agreed with the statement? We don't know, but we're assuming that if they're not male, African American, or agree, they might be women. So that will equal to 9. We're assuming that all those are women that may or agree with the statement. How many people who are not African American agree with the statement? Okay, so again, we gotta look outside the African American bubble here. And so we have 8 plus 4 plus 2 plus 9. Okay, that's a total of African Americans, sorry. And that's a total of African Americans. Those that agree are only within this bubble here. I apologize. Okay, so 4 plus 2, we're just going to equal 6. Okay, so these are the number of people that agree. How many men who are not African American agree? Okay, so men, okay, right here, not African American, and agree. Okay, so we want African American that do not agree. Okay, so we have to go ahead and pull all that out. That leaves us with just that 8 here. All right, so I'll be doing this last 2 examples separately. Hope you're having a good evening. If you have any questions, come and talk to me. I'll see you on the second end.